Land Sharks. My name is Maddie.
And I'm Paul. We're seeking $150,000 for 5% of our fizzness.
Wow.
We all know
Is
the
it
sparkling water
500,000?
category is bubbling over right now. But nearly every brand has the same boring flavors, uninspired packaging, and often artificial ingredients.
Aura Bora is a line of herbal sparkling waters made with sophisticated ingredients, eye-catching branding, and natural flavors. Every can is filled with real herbal extracts, fruits, and flowers. We like to say it's just good, clean, yum.
Come eat our 5 heavenly varieties. Lemongrass coconut, peppermint watermelon, lavender cucumber, basil berry, and cactus rose.
We can't wait for you to dive into those samples in front of you. So sharks, water, you
Oh, 150,000.
150 for 5%.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really nice.
So what's the math? What's the math on that, Dan? 150
Well, what,
times
it's
20.
900,000.
900,000. No, is it 900,000? Oh,
Like, 5.
oh man, my math is bad. No, it would be 150,000 times 20. So yeah, that would be 3 million.
Oh, there you go. No. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. See, oh man, well, I had a calculator.
That's good. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Bubbly water. I'm not into the taste of cactus. Cactus is not my thing.
Hey, herbal flavors can be polarizing. So
Yes,
like the
they
one you
can.
hate, one you love.
And that's okay. Basil berry, I like it.
Great.
Oh,
The lavender is
Packaging is
incredible.
really fun.
Thank you. That's the best
Bestseller?
seller right now. Yes, sir.
Oh, lavender? No.
Is there calories in it, Maddie?
No.
0 calories, 0 sugar, 0
Wow.
Artificial sweetener of any kind?
Not at all.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
What's your background?
Okay, so
do you drink any of these seltzers?
Every once in a while, I mean, I see them everywhere. They're when I see people hiking in Boulder, they like have hot lemon water they hike with. So this is a big category. I personally don't really. I'm a more of a tap water guy.
Yeah, I'm tap water too. I'm team lemon in my tap water when I can.
All right.
we're
Yeah.
married. I've spent my entire short career, I'm only 26, in branding.
Oh,
I now
look at
work
that.
full-time for a tech company in San Francisco on a branding team. And I actually take my marketing tips and tricks I learned there home and work as the creative director for Aura Bora.
I'm on it full time. So I work in Aura Bora day in, day out, weekends, late nights. Previous to this, I worked in finance.
So, Paul, I will say one thing. We get so many beverage deals
Yeah.
in Shark Tank. I always admire the sheer guts to come in here with another beverage. Before I just go into my whole cockroach routine, give me one aura of hope, even the slightest sliver of a chance that you can somehow get distribution.
Yeah, great question. We're already working with the 2 largest natural food distributors in the country. We could scale our manufacturing 10 times at our current volume. And then finally, we're getting great velocity off shelves in stores that we're sold.
What
You
are
have
your
evidence of
sales?
seltzer on
Yeah,
shelf?
we need some
We do
sales here.
100%
Yeah.
Where?
We're in 488 stores as of today.
Whoa!
So to date, we've done $200,000 in sales.
200,000?
200,000. We started selling this product in January.
What's getting people to pick up? Are you
Okay,
doing
so that's one of the things that's always tough. They don't tell you when this was recorded. So it obviously was in 2020. They recorded this. Well, not obviously. I know because this is season 12, episode 11. But having said that, like it's ramping up, I guess, for them. I mean, maybe it's June, so it's like in 6 months they've had 200,000 and it's going up. But obviously somebody liked it because 488 stores is nothing to sneeze at. Congratulations.
Yeah, and here's something that I think is important. And I saw this happen all the time when I was working at Disney is using a number in a vacuum unless people have the context of what that means. So, 488, that could be an impressive number. That could be, well, what market penetration is that? Is that 0.5% of the potential? Is 200,000? So if you give people, I think, a reference point of what that means, it can be a much more powerful message.
No, absolutely. Yeah, you got to have something to stack it to, which is why it pains me every time they say, well, this year we've had this many sales. It's like, but how many months is that? Like, is it February and you've done 200 grand out of the gate? Like,
transparency.
Hats off to you. Yeah, it's just one of those things.
tastings? Are you spending a lot on promotion?
So before COVID, I was sampling 4 days a week as much as possible, getting to know the consumers, seeing their reactions, etc. During COVID, we couldn't do that. So it turned into a bit of a telemarketing business for a few weeks where I'd call and ask as many employees, hey, is it selling? How's it going?
So you're a true nudge, right?
Oh my God.
I love that. I'll tell you, like any of these companies that come in that want to break into that retail, they need this guy, right? You need this guy in your corner, not him specifically, but you need somebody who's going to just go out and do the tastings, right? Do the fittings, do the what they call it, the trunk sales at these stores. Like, you need to be in front of those people and as much as possible and make it, push that boulder up that mountain, because that boulder is going to fall down on you if you don't.
Yep.
The number of stores he's dressed up as not himself to walk into and pretend he's interested and ask where the product is.
We need to get on the feedback, right? If you're at a trade show.
Do you own 100% of the company? Have you brought in the investors? Where are you at?
Yeah, we have raised $700,000 to date.
Wow.
Oh,
So
wow.
right now, we own 74% of the business between the two of us.
Okay, so what does a can cost at retail?
We make that can for 57 cents. We sell to our distributor for $1.15. It's exactly a 50% margin. And then it sells on the shelf for $1.99. We're going to end this year somewhere between $500,000 and $600,000. Next year, though, we are already in talks with a number of big box retailers. We anticipate finishing next year between $2.5 and $3.5 million.
Listen, you two couldn't be more appealing if you tried.
Oh, that's a bad way to start a conversation.
Yeah,
never goes well.
The hammer's going to drop, but he knows his numbers. I mean, it's like, if you believe him, he knows what he's talking about here. And I remember talking, I used to have a finance manager who worked for me, who worked at Campbell Soup previously. And I asked her, how do you launch a Campbell Soup product? And she said, you go into supermarkets, you watch how people interact with the product, you see where that they're putting it on the shelf, where you kind of learn the demographic. They started to put soup in pouches because cans were kind of old fashioned. So there's a lot of psychology to this also. And it sounds like he's putting in the hours to be there in the locations to watch the sales process.
And they're fortunate to be able to have him to do that, because it would not move this fast otherwise.
I think that you did great marketing. I like the name. It's cute packaging. It attracts the eye.
It is.
But
It is
I
definitely
need to be passionate
good looking.
about every investment I do. I'm not passionate about all the flavors, so I'm sorry. I'm out.
Okay, listen, Paul and Maddie, listen. You've done a very beautiful brand. I do think you have a future, but in order to succeed in sparkling, it's a very niche proposition, and for that reason, I'm out.
Oh no. Well, before we get any further into this, and any more people decide to go out, I need you to tell the people who you are, what you do, and how they can reach you.
Yeah, you can reach me at cockerellconsulting.com. Worked for the Walt Disney Company for 26 years. And my last job, I ran the Magic Kingdom. Woo. And my wife and I decided to become scrappy entrepreneurs 3 years ago. So now we live out in just south of Boulder, Colorado. And we're doing leadership conferences. We do keynote speeches. We help companies grow. And that's what we do.
That is awesome. Thank you for being here, Dan. I'm Super Joe Pardo. If you're not familiar, I help businesses grow their profit. You can learn how you can work with me and get a free Profit Rocket PDF over at superjoepardo.com. Or if you want to reach out to me, it's at Super Joe Pardo on all social media. Now let's get back to finding out if they're going to get a deal here.
About this product is we can get 70% gross margins at scale. We can be profitable in 2021 because it's mostly water.
I actually think you could increase your price potentially. I don't know.
That kills your differentiation,
That's right. Yes.
That's your catch-22, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
When you're small and regional, the velocity that you're doing, it works. But when you try to go national like that lid on margins is really going to hurt you. And so where somebody else might have to sell X cans, you have to sell X times 2 or 3. Yeah, and just dealing with that volume is an incredible challenge. It's really a hurdle for you guys. And so for those reasons, I'm out.
Let me take a stab at it.
It is a lot to. It is a lot to. Phrasing, Kevin. Phrasing. You're gonna take a stab at it. Come on now.
Yeah.
You were in a long line of beverage guys that have stood there. A moment of silence for them. It's so crazy. The chances of success are abysmally low, unfortunately. However, I've always wanted to add a beverage to my portfolio just because I want to be miserable. And here's how I do it. I give you $150,000. I want 5 cents a can until wait for it.
Oh boy.
Wait for it.
Double?
Until I get back 300,000 and the royalty goes away. So I double my money for taking the ride, and I get 5%. I want the misery. I want the misery of what happened last week.
Nickel.
He He was.
of what happened last week.
Yeah, he wants that nickel. He wants that nickel. You know, that's not a bad thing. They own 74% of the company. They're only giving up 5%, and and the royalty can be, you know, at 5 cents is not going to sink them.
That expires. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it expires. That's the thing, is when it's perpetuity. Like, I don't know.
And I think they one of them mentioned, you know, you have opportunity on price, and this is something that's really interesting. Is often, and I think you know this, Joe, for being in the entrepreneur businesses. Sometimes if you price a really high quality product too low, people won't buy it because you're telling them it doesn't have the quality. And so it's like you raise the price and volume goes up, which is counterintuitive, but you're telling them it's worth more. And that's why in Florida, when one theme park raises prices, they all do, up until a couple years ago, because you don't want to have one theme park saying, yeah, we're $10 cheaper than down the street, because people say, well, it must not be as good of an experience, which is totally counterintuitive, but that's human psychology.
I'll tell you, one of the interesting races, speaking of theme parks, because, you know, you are Dan Cockrell, you are the president of the Magic Kingdom. There was that period where Universal and Disney were like, who's going to get to $100 per day first? And it's like, neither of them wanted to do it because of the psychology behind, like, oh no, it's $100 a day, even though very few people are paying that 1 day park ticket price.
Right.
But also it's the headlines, it's the negative, right? Let them be the guy that does it first, and then we'll just, you know, a month later,
come right in under.
Yeah, we'll sneak right in and we'll do it too. And now,
exactly.
I mean, I could say the same thing for parking as well at Disney World.
Yeah, yeah.
Kevin, thank you for your offer.
That may be your worst offer.
I don't think it's that bad. I mean, they're getting somebody, but okay, it's the worst pitch to you know, sell themselves the offer, or to sell their offer to the people standing across the thing. But that because he's just like, I want to be in pain. I want to face that thing. But here's the thing. He will learn so much from that, and he could take his experience from the wine industry and probably apply it there as well in the seltzer. I think there's more to that than he's leading on about, because of the parity between wine drinkers and seltzer drinkers. Probably is not that far off.
Interesting.
It really might. Kevin loves the misery. You know, I'm in a different place in life.
Yeah.
I like happy. I think you go national, you may get big numbers quicker, but it's going to crush you. So for me, the road is a little longer. I think you have such a unique product, you can create the pull-through. Maybe a little bit
Are you giving an
longer road.
offer?
So my offer, you want 6 cents a can?
Oh boy.
I'll give you $150,000 for 12%.
Okay.
Wow, do that.
So,
What do you want to do?
yeah, so the royalty is an interesting deal, Kevin. We thought you might say that. However, it feels like not the most efficient way to use our margin.
I don't have a royalty deal.
That's why I'm coming back to you, Robert. Love your offer. What would you think about $200,000 for 10%?
I would do $200,000 for 15%.
I mean, you know, it comes down to, what are you going to use that cash for? What difference is that going to move the needle from the cash perspective? Well, otherwise, I mean, you're getting Robert. Like, hey, he don't take a lot of wins, but he is still successful. So
Okay.
It reflects the
Would
risk.
you do $200,000 for 12%? If so, we got a deal.
I'll do $200,000 for 15%. Now you got me excited. 15.
Wow.
15. We said 15. 15. Oh, you're a little overexcited.
You might not be able to go home, Paul. You got a deal.
Yeah, you got Robert gets a win. How about that?
There you go.
Congratulations.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Woo!
Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Best of luck. Well done.
That's great.
That's cool.
Congrats. Have a good one.
Robert has a lot of experience at digital marketing. He can help us build a direct-to-consumer digital beverage brand.
On top of that, he loved Aura Bora, which means he can definitely help sell it, and we'll keep his fridge really well stocked.
As you should, right, for the amount that he just invested. So let's check out their website here. Let's say you get 15% off if you plus playlists, wallpapers, and Herbaceous. I can't. Oh, it's stuck to the bottom.
Herbaceous memes.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, I got a really. They definitely got a great looking website. Robert. I don't know if it looked like this prior to Robert, but definitely did a good job, good looking job here. The only thing I would say about this website, Dan, I don't see faces. I saw the one. I see that face there, but that's all the way at the bottom. And people like faces. They want to see people. They, maybe like 4 people standing together, like holding up the drinks or something.
Right.
Get some faces on the website. You can buy a 12 cans for $30. That's doesn't seem too expensive if I was into the seltzer. I'm not a big seltzer water drinker. I don't like it at all, honestly. But but I want to like it. That's the thing. Is like I want to like seltzer. It's an alternative to soda and that kind of stuff. But yeah, just the sparkling water thing is never. I every time I taste it, I'm like, still not doing it for me.
Right. The other thing they could think about, you pick you get Four Seasons or a hotel chain, and this becomes kind of their in-room product to introduce the people to this, because that's another good market to get some exposure in,
and a good way to get their profits up, because they're charging like $4 for that seltzer,
right.
$5 for that seltzer. So now they could get an opportunity there as well. To get some more profit in there. But thank you so much, Dan, for being here. And thank you for watching to the end of this video. So if you could, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm so we can get this video in front of more super entrepreneurs like yourself. Make sure you get subscribed so you don't miss another Biz Coach Reacts video with me, Super Joe Pardo. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.